Okay, we're going to go ahead and start our meeting today. If I could get everybody to stand, we'll have an invocation to begin with. Most gracious Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for the opportunity to be here today. We want to thank you for the city that we live in, the wonderful people that live here. We want to ask that you watch after our troops, that you protect them and guide them and give them strength and courage as they watch over our country. We ask that you would allow us to do the best things for the city today, and we ask that you be with us and guide us and give us strength. In Jesus' name we ask, amen. Amen. Let the record show that we have a quorum, and call the meeting to order. And if Mayor Pro Tem Colt Ellis would lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. We want to thank everybody for being here tonight. We're glad that you're here. Glad you took the time to join us. Mr. Thorne, it's good to see you. Glad you're here. Gil, it's nice to have you with Channel 6. Mr. Jay Messenger with Muleshoe State Bank, it's good to see you. And Audie, our legal counsel, it's good to have you. And it's good to have the staff, Chief. It's good to have you. And everybody, David, Leanne. At this particular time in our meeting, we have a time that we receive visitors, or we welcome the visitors and we receive public comment. If there's anybody in the audience that would like to make public comment, we would open the floor for that. If not, then we will go ahead and move into our agenda. First thing that we would like to do is to have a public hearing on the 2015-2016 budget. This is an opportunity for the public to ask questions or comment on the city's budget for the coming year. We always have such a big attendance to this. But it's good. If there's no one that would like to speak in regard to next year's budget, we'll just go ahead and move into the rest of our agenda. First thing we'd like to do is the approval of the minutes of the August 10th of this year. I trust you all reviewed those minutes, and I'll make a motion we approve those.
Second.
We have a second. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries. Next thing we'd like to do is to approve the minutes of the meeting we had on August the 24th. And I'll open the floor for a motion to approve those.
Make a motion, we approve those minutes.
I'll second. We have a motion and a second to approve those minutes. Is there any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries. Next thing we'd like to do is to consider ordinance number 0480915 that adopts the 2015-2016 budget.
I might just make a comment, Mayor. I sent the council out a copy of the draft budget last week, and after that budget went out, we found a couple of arithmetic and a couple of errors that were corrected, so there is a current budget at your place there. Particularly, we had left out the on-call and overtime for the water department. That's been added back in there.
Okay.
That's the material change that was made there. And it is reflected in this ordinance. I did change it up.
Does any of the council have any questions about the budget for next year?
No questions, just a comment of thanks for all the hard work.
Yes.
Once again.
We do sincerely appreciate that. All the staff and everybody concerned. Appreciate all the hard work and your conservatism and We appreciate everything you go through and helping us to make it work all year long.
And that's it, I'll make a motion that we pass that ordinance for budget.
Okay.
Second that motion.
And we have a motion and a second to approve ordinance number 480-915 that adopts the 2015-2016 budget. Is there any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carried. Next thing we'd like to do is to consider ordinance number 481-0915 that sets the tax rate. We've all reviewed that, and David, do you have any comments you'd like to
Just
make
that
about it?
the tax rate that's stated in that ordinance is the effective tax rate,
Right.
which is a little less than last year's tax rate, I think.
.009.
Yeah, for a $100,000 home, it's about an $8 reduction. The Muleshoe, the median price for a home in Muleshoe is $44,500, something like that. It's about a $3 reduction.
I'll make a motion that we pass ordinance number 04810915.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to pass that ordinance that sets the tax rate for this coming year. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries. So, are we the only entity in town that actually lowered taxes?
I don't know.
All right. The next thing we would like to do is to consider awarding Bank Depository agreement. And we have received a proposal from Muleshoe State Bank. And Mr. Messenger, would you like to make any comment on that?
Only comment, council, is just that rates are down. The amount that the city would earn on its money is not as high as it would have been in recent years. We still very much appreciate the business, and we enjoy having this relationship. We have priced the bid at what we believe is market. We believe the price we're offering is similar to what TexPool is currently offering. So we believe it just happens to be where the market is. It's not a very high number. But wanted y'all to know that we really appreciate the relationship and would like to continue to do it. The city staff works great with us, of course, as you would know. And really just here to field any questions you might have.
If the feds raise interest rates, does that affect this?
I would say that the Fed would be a leading indicator. It may happen, and that may happen as early as in the next few days.
Right.
And then it will be a matter of how that trickles down through all the money markets. The problem right now, what's forcing it down right now, is what's happening in Canada and China and Europe. That's forcing people all over the rest of the world to send their money to us. They'd rather have our low interest rate than those foreign countries' negative interest rates. And so, the Fed doesn't control that.
Well,
and the Fed raises
I understand
interest
that.
rates.
And that would have been my guess, it'd be
Raising interest rates actually hurts agriculture. Selling overseas, it's going to make our products more expensive going overseas. And so if the Fed raises rates, they've got a two-edged sword right now. But I think they want to raise rates. They've got to get a good justification going for it.
I'll make a motion that we continue doing business with Muleshoe State Bank.
Okay. I'll second. Do we have a second? We have a motion and a second to continue our banking services with Muleshoe State Bank. Is there any other discussion or questions? If not, all those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no. Motion carries. All right, we want to thank you for the
Thank you.
for being here, and we want to thank you for the relationship that we've had in the past, and works out well for both of us. Okay, next thing we'd like to do is to consider authorizing the mayor to appoint a committee to review city manager applications and select applicants for an interview. Dave and I kind of kicked this around a little bit. It's totally up to the council what you want to do. What we are offering to do is to take all the applicants and sift through them and bring them down to about 6
A reasonable, workable number.
a workable number where we as a council can sit down and look at those and talk about them and.
We currently have 23 applicants. I would expect we'll have over 30 before that October date.
What we're offering to do is just save a little time and save a few headaches on your part to get that down to a manageable number.
Do you have, I noticed it says here you have a member of the community, do you have one in mind or one that's agreed?
I have one in mind that has agreed if y'all think it would be okay, and that's Kenneth Henry. Kenneth has served as mayor before, has a lot of knowledge about the operation of the city.
And certainly, if any member of the council wants to come look at the applications, they're available.
Sure.
That's, I mean, I'm in agreement that I think that's a good idea, and it's gonna be you and Kenneth and Leanne, I'm assuming.
Unless somebody else wants to.
And,
To be on it.
but any council member would have the freedom to look through all
Oh,
or
yeah.
part or whatever, and if they wanted to add to it.
Yeah, and,
Oh, yeah.
so public
The
record.
public
Sure.
information.
It's like David said, we've got quite a few. I've looked through some of them. Some of them are good to light your fire this winter. But then there's gonna be some very good candidates in there. So, like Leanne said, she got 2 the day that she,
Oh, I think we got 2 or 3, just in 30 minutes from the time it was posted.
it's like an
4 or 5
automatic
over the
thing.
weekend.
Yeah.
They just send them out anywhere in the country when a job opening appears. But it's,
I'll make a motion that we authorize the mayor to appoint a committee to review those applications.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second that authorize the mayor to appoint a committee to review the city manager applications and select applicants for an interview. Is there any discussion or questions? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries. All right, and like I said, at any time, if y'all want to look at any of those, I think it'd be a good idea, so. And they're from all over the country. We had one from overseas, didn't we?
I don't remember sure. I know I saw one today from Pennsylvania. They're kind of just all
Yeah,
over the
that's pretty
place.
close to being overseas. Okay. All right. Okay, and then we'll be in touch with the council as soon as we get to a reasonable number, so. Okay, the next thing we'd like to do is to receive the financial statement for the month ending August 31st. I trust you all reviewed that, and I'll make a motion, we approve it.
Second that.
And we have a second. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries. Next thing we would like to do is have the administrative reports. David, I want to let you.
Thanks, Mayor. These will be pretty quick too. Next week, I think we all know that is the TML Conference in San Antonio. It's the 22nd through the 25th. We always look forward to that conference. The last Wednesday on September the 9th, Mayor Black and some of the staff members attended the SPAG annual meeting in Lubbock. I think we had a good meeting, got to see some folks, had a good time. The only other thing I've got is this week is homecoming week. We will have a bonfire on Thursday night. We'll be at the driving range at the golf course again this year. Ramon and his guys are getting that set up.
We'll have fireworks at the bonfire.
There'll be some fireworks. And I think this is one of the few bonfires when we don't have TML Region 3 meetings.
We might mention those fireworks, those are donated by the fire department. The fire department purchases those, and they take a lot of pride in being there to do that display for the bonfire.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, you know, I learned something the other day. I didn't realize that the city had to apply for a permit to actually do those fireworks for the bonfire.
Yes.
Thanks to Leanne, got that done.
That's all I've got, Mayor.
We did enjoy the SPAG meeting. Leanne and David and Ramon and I went. Had a good meeting. Nothing just real out of sight happened at the meeting. Didn't make any great changes or anything, but it was a good meeting. So, does the council have anything they want? We got the Yak kids coming next month.
We're shooting for that.
Cool.
We got the applications to the school last week maybe, and the week before. Yes. We had any applications come back in?
We got one.
Don't win that.
So I think we gave them to Wednesday to get those in. Yeah.
Wednesday of this week.
I think so, what we discussed.
We look forward to that.
So hopefully we can get that process done prior to October, and then we'll have the Youth Advisory Council start then.
Good.
Thanks again for taking it on and running with it. Appreciate it.
Be sure and lean on us if there's some way we can assist.
We'll certainly will.
Okay. Anybody else have anything? All right, we are adjourned.